Chapter 1. History. How, when and where. How important are dates? History is definitely about changes which have taken place over a period of time. It identifies how things were in the past and how have they changed in the present. The past is referred to as before and present is known as after. Dates in history are like the skeleton system, without which the body would be shapeless. A recollection of historical facts would be a meaningless heap unless the events were arranged in the sequence of dates of their occurrence. Some dates and events in history act as landmarks because of their long-term impacts. For instance, the year 1526 is a landmark in Indian history because this is when the first battle of Panipat was fought. More importantly, it marks the end of the Delhi Sultanate and the beginning of the Mughal Empire in India. The importance of dates depends on the aspect from which history is studied. Political history deals with rules, administration, wars, etc. Social history, economic history, cultural history and religious history deal with their respective developments. Some dates record events in the lives of rulers, including birth, occasion, wars, administrative actions and death. These are significant for political historians. How do we periodize? In 1817, James Mill, a Scottish economist and political philosopher, published a massive 3-volume work, A History of British India. In this, he divided Indian history into 3 periods: Hindu, Muslim and British. This periodization came to be widely accepted. Historians have broadly divided Indian history into ancient, medieval, and modern periods. The division of history into 3 periods, i.e. ancient, medieval and modern, is done to show that a lot features of society, economy, culture and politics of each period were different from those of the preceding period. You have already learnt about the first 2 periods of history of India. Let's now turn towards the modern history of India, which covers the period from 1707 to 1947. Before coming to that period, let's have an overview in retrospect. In 1453, the Turks took control of the overland trade routes connecting Europe to the east. In 1948, Vasco da Gama of Portugal had landed at Calicut along the west coast of India, and later on other European sailors reached India. Primarily they all came for trade. Later on they captured land, made their forts and fought between themselves. Finally the English defeated their rivals, i.e. the Portuguese, the Dutch and the French. Changes under the British in India. Till the closing of the 19th century, British were changing their position from traders to masters of Indian subcontinent. Acquisition and expansion of territorial possession in India increased the involvement of the East India Company in tax collection, particularly revenue from land. The different British policies like creation of colonial state had a profound effect on the Indian society. Sources of history of the modern period. The sources of information about the period can be divided into 2 categories: primary sources and secondary sources. Primary sources include literary sources like government reports, literary and artistic evidences or proofs, i.e. files, books, paintings and archaeological remains such as monuments and artifacts. Secondary sources include articles, reports, books and reviews. These literary and documented sources of modern period distinguish it from the earlier periods, which depended on sources like archaeological excavations, fossil remains, cave paintings, pottery, coinage, biographies of the rulers, travelers, etc. Written sources are available not only in Hindi and English but also in regional languages. These sources illumine administrative, political, constitutional, social, economic, cultural and religious aspects of Indian history from the early days of the British settlements in India till they left in 1947. The archival records of Government of British and India are available in the National Archives. of India at New Delhi. Many travelers, traders, missionaries and civil servants who came to India in the 18th and 19th centuries kept and left accounts of their experiences of the country.